Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Write With Me at IELTS Juice. We have a letter to plan for, and the rubric says, you are a member of an international students club. Let's break down the elements. It says students club, so there are students. I don't think it would be an excellent idea to assume that these are elementary level students. It's most likely junior high school students or high school students or university students. So I am going to assume they are university students because, well, frankly, there are more international university students than international high school students. So it's just a matter of chance. It's just a matter of number. And it's a higher probability. And because of that, I'm just simply going to say, yeah, we're talking about a group of university students. And they're international. International means there are Vietnamese, Indian, Chinese, Japanese, Polish, I don't know, people from Egypt and Brazil, I mean, from Canada. I mean, I'm of course missing out many countries here, but I want you to start imagining an international setting, an international club with people from different backgrounds. And it's a club. So the purpose of a club is to gather a group of people around an idea. For example, a movie club, you have a group of people who get together to watch a movie, to talk about a movie, to critique a movie. Or you have sports club. So you have, again, a group of other people who get together to improve to improve at a particular sport, like basketball or soccer, football. Anyway, that is the idea of club. Let me continue. The club is organizing an event to celebrate popular food from around the world. Okay, so the club is going to organize an event, and they are going to focus on popular dishes. Popular is the key word here. Our families might be comfortable cooking a certain dish, but that's not very popular in our country. There are certain foods that are popular. Many other people around the world know what they are. So let's focus on those types of dishes. And it's from around the world. That means the international club becomes valuable here. They can play a huge role. Let me continue. Write a letter to the event organizer, Louise. Louise is the event organizer. Louise is a member of this club, but she may or may not, she may or may not be your friend. But that is besides the point, because she has a task now to organize an event, and she is going to accept responsibilities. She's not going to get paid. That means it's not 100% formal. I'm going to jump a little bit over here. It's not 100% formal. But Louise is not your friend either. So we are going to choose a tone in between. But it is, if we are going to decide, it's more towards informal, because it's a students club, which by nature is an informal organization. And you are going to organize a food festival, okay? And that is a big deal. I'm not undermining that. but it's not something that you need a formal letter for. But Louise is not your friend either, so you cannot say very casual things to her. I'm going to choose informal, but I'm going to keep an eye on formal. This time I'm not going to say goodbye to this. I'm going to actually put this system here with the tone generally informal, but I'm also aware that she is not my close friend. So it's not 100% informal. I need to make sure that some elements, some respect is still there. Now we are going to write the letter. In the letter, we need to offer to make a popular dish from your country. You need to describe what this dish is and then explain why it should be included in the event. Let's begin. I'm going to start by writing my very first sentence. Here, I don't need to say hi because, again, I'm not, Louise is not my close friend. So I'm not going to say, hey, what's up? How's your father? How's your mother? Your family? I mean, I missed you, things like that. No. I hope this letter finds you well. And you can basically, in the very first sentence after that, you can start saying you, the event, and Louise. You need to make that connection. You need to show that where you are from, and you know Louise is the event organizer, and you can contribute. And something like, as I heard, there will be, we are going to organize an international food festival on, I don't know, September, some number, September 16th, in this location. And I would like to introduce my culture. I would like to introduce my food. I would like to introduce this food from this country. I would like to introduce this dish from Vietnam, from Nepal, from India, from Bangladesh, from Iraq, from Poland, from Brazil. Name a dish from this country, the country which is your country. So you are going to introduce this. And remember, it is not a dish, it's the dish that is very popular in that country. I would like you to introduce the food, what the dish is. Here, please say that this dish will is the popular dish that you can do. Remember, you're talking to the organizer. Tell her that you can contribute to the event by introducing this dish to the audience. Now, of course, we don't want Louise to go on the internet and type in the name of the food and go to Wikipedia and get some information about what the food is. That is our job to introduce her. And because of that, the next body paragraph is going to talk about the dish. Maybe you can talk about the history of the dish. Back in 1900, back in 1800, during this war between this and that, then the idea came, these people did this, they realized, oh, it tastes good, it's delicious, it's cheap, it's easy, something like that. And you can talk just a sentence about the history of the dish. And then you can talk about the ingredients. You can introduce how healthy it is, how it is made, how good it is, what it brings. Again, some other things about the food. You can even associate, in some cultures, food is connected to the culture. So if you are going to, for example, have some Chinese tea, then that has a ceremony. So the tea comes with a ceremony and some culture and some background that you need to follow. That's interesting. You might want to consider that. For some people, this is valuable. You might want to talk about the culture around the food. Well, choose whatever you believe is appropriate for this. It's your idea. So go ahead and do so. This one is going to cover the second bullet point. As for the third bullet point, it says explain why it should be included in the event. I need another body paragraph. I know I don't have much space. I need to be very careful. But here we are. Okay. And I need to talk about why it should be included in the event. So I need the topic sentence and come up with my reasons. Reason one, why? Well, you can talk about the ingredients. You can say it's readily available. It is already there. You can have them ready, or the ingredients are healthy. They're good. They're nutritious. They help students to think better, work more efficiently. You can talk about the type, if it's a very good replacement for fast food. It gives them the nutrition they need, the body needs. You can say that the food is easy to make, so it doesn't take a lot of time. If this is the type of food, you can just prepare it easily at home, and the students can start eating healthy foods. They can have they can learn a healthy dish, to make a healthy dish for themselves. You can even say, you can talk about the culture. You can say this is not just food. It doesn't just fill your stomach. It also helps you think better. It fills your mind. It's food for your brain and your stomach. It teaches you culture, and the culture is deep, and it's interesting. And you guys, all of us, are students. We're here to learn, and this is it can be a course on learning something. It can be your main course as a dish, and it can be a course to learn something. Anyway, you pick the reason. I just gave you some examples here. And finally, remember that when you are going to close this, make sure that you are going to help the organizer. So you are going to help Louise have a successful event by introducing this dish and doing everything you can to inform the people around and feed them at the same time and teach them about the ingredients and all the other benefits and culture. Make sure you go through all of this, and in the end, Louise might accept this or not. Whatever it is, remember that your idea, the whole idea, is to help Louise have a successful event. So offer some assistance. Offer her some help. If she needs more help in other areas, she should contact you. She should know you, and you need to inform her of everything related to that. So please offer more help. And as always in our letters, we thank the people that we interact with, and we thank them for the time they have spent, all the efforts. You know, organizing events is a very, very difficult, time-consuming job. It's too much pressure, and these people go through a lot of trouble organizing different people, different events, just everything to be ready at the same time. And things happen, people come with delay, there are issues with order, traffic, messages. It's an international concept. You might even have some miscommunication among people. So you have to be very clear, straightforward, double check. So it's not an easy task. You need to appreciate all the work they're putting, all the effort they're putting into making this event happen. That's why I said you need to maintain friendliness, but you still have to respect the individual who is going through this much effort to introduce dishes from different cultures to an international audience. Thank them, and in the valediction, you can, because it is an informal letter, you can end it with something informal, like kind regards, all best wishes, things like that. I hope you also enjoyed this organization. This is it. It's my suggestion. You can, of course, make some changes, remove some elements, whatever you believe is necessary, but make sure you devote enough paragraphs to, at least get your messages across. If you wish to see a sample on this, please click over here. If you wish to see other videos with a little green apple that we talk about letters, essays, or reports like this and how to organize your sentences, click over here. And remember, please eat healthy.